Some rail routes, closed for over 50 years, could be given a new lease of life as part of the government's latest plan for the network. Transport Secretary Chris Grayling said rail lines would be reopened if they unlock jobs, encourage house building, ease congestion, and offer value for money. So what are the prospects for those areas which could see their disused lines restored? Here we take a look at the impact of the reborn route between Edinburgh and the Scottish borders, and two other areas preparing for reconnection. The line was officially reopened by the Queen in September 2015 after nearly half a century. It was closed, along with thousands of stations and hundreds of branch lines, as part of the Beeching Cuts in 1969. It carries passengers between the Scottish borders and Edinburgh along a 31-mile route. The Borders Railway is the longest domestic railway to be built in the UK in more than 100 years, and the possibility of extending it to Carlisle via Hawick is also under consideration. The Borders Railway celebrated its 2-year anniversary in September, and Visit Scotland says it has had a massive impact. More than 2.6 million passengers used the railway between Tweedbank and Edinburgh during those 2 years. A report looking at how the line had affected the area, released in June, claimed the Borders Railway was attracting new workers, homeowners, and tourists to nearby communities. The independent study, commissioned by Transport Scotland and the Borders Railway Blueprint Group, found the line had been a major factor in decisions to relocate to the area. It also found that many visitors would not have made their trip without it. 26 people have used the railway since opening. 40,000 estimated car journeys saved annually. 10.6% increase in visitors to Abbotsford House near Melrose. 65% visitors using the railway saying it was a factor in their decision to make their trip. 8% tourism employment increase in the Borders. Simon Walton, chairman of Campaign for Borders Rail, said the line has truly put the Borders on the map and wants to see it extended to Carlisle. He said, "We've proved it can be done. Any engineering or administrative difficulties in reopening can be overcome. We support other projects around the country, because we've proved that a railway makes a tangible difference to the social and economic prospects of any region." One of the new railways already approved is the new East-West Rail between Oxford and Cambridge. Work starts next year on a route that will reduce public transport travel times by almost 2/3. The line will be fully open by the mid-2020s. The corridor connecting Cambridge, Milton Keynes, and Oxford could be the UK's Silicon Valley, a world-renowned centre for science, technology, and innovation, according to a report from the National Infrastructure Commission. But it says the chances of that happening are hampered by a chronic undersupply and poor east-west transport connectivity. Oxford and Cambridge are two of the least affordable cities in the UK, so opening up new areas to build the homes that future employees will need is vital. At present, commuting between key hubs on the corridor is almost non-existent, and the area does not function as a single labour market, it says.